Abusua enda mo mienhwe bibi ye nyina ye nto ye bu ne yenhwe bibi eya ye hu folklore na ye si we de eye allegory we ye sen omunya no wo he ansa na omu beye ni folklore den na omu efa ho echichire boni amapo from the Bible to Quran to bibia wonimbia no ehifa na omunya asem ne fapem edifri na adwen ben na ye omude chichire sansem we nu mpo no efapem a omutumi de mayen na yetumi som asabibifo na yetumi gidi na ye pre ho na ye ko ho ntokwa minim continent bi a wa asase so a omutumi de Bible chichire omokon na ye omose omonkwa ehye Bible no mu eye omose bibi biara ni we betumi ayeye obi asoso onim bibi eden ti enema abibifo do Bible saa wiye no to nkyenya eden pote omose na eyo mu history na eyo mu history a history no omunim say eyo mu history no eno a na wo Bible no mu Bible ye mfa nto he Quran ye mfa nto he Bhagavad Gita all the books sa niama we nyina de omu yiyi mu kyekere ye keka sisi ye ni no ne fapem efiri he na omunya enya efiye na eye den ene kwan be na ye omu faso no mutumi keka sisi ye ni ma yetumi gitum na esite well with us aye betumi akwo ho abro ye ho eno na me ba be fa de ba ko pesei na mama wehu the way a omu ye no ene e kwa omu de fa so ne sede yetumi ate ase ebe ma ye de ma wo se som a wo be som na be resonate with you na ye wo se eye bibipa bi na wo ye kwa asori a ne ya pagya ye nsa adenti ne ye pagya ye nsa ye honam nyina afiri ye nimbesi ye na ase ni na ye one color sebi ye moto mu sebi ye ba bia one color aden na ye palm ni mu eye different color eye plain eye white aden na ye na ase eye white aden na ye de honom no ede ye nti e ho no eye soronko tisi ye kwa asori ne ye pagya ye nsa ne ye de kosoro a is it something na eye spiritual eye worship anaso se eye way of life ana eye den so obi de ne nan sisi form a ono no ye powerful adenti na obi de ne nan be sisi form na eye ne se oye powerful edie be mponti ene se onipa ede ne nan edi sisi form and then no ye kwa discuss schemes and ploys book 1 of the goddess a ye friend say Hela ono nasem ene ye ba be hwemu na yaka na ansa na ye be kasa asem we ni pesam di niam bi sisi ne kwan so na woto obo ase na akwa wachi na hwehwe bibie ni wiase mu a entro no the way a eye big bia no nokure kitikiti bi ewom saa nokure kitikiti no na entro ni benya na wa build ne ho ewo so enu nti na me say two things embie wo pono mfa ama obia se oye wadanfo ebi asem o kan nyina ye ntro one wo ye fine ba ko pese nti de o kan nyina obia ebeje de ye se aboa we fi nsu ase be ka kire wo se de mi wura fi banmu amuni mumbu no ho mame ye nyina chinyi omo obi ben wunti e na all kan trosem fa wo ho no kure kakra wo mi se oben wo nti wa construct bibie siso ama nipa nyina age adi sa na asem ni nyina akoye abrofo mo ka no kure abrofo omo ka no kure ana bibia omo atro bia ye mfa ne tra eno na ne mepese ye hwem. In my work as a spiritual teacher, one of the most dangerous things I've seen is how we believe that abrofo doesn't lie. Eya ahumte edio say ye bibi mpo na ye hu se obroni ka ho a eye yen se sa de na papa enti na obi ya de a obekwa download a na obakotwa obi video a obroni wom na ode abehyem so da Ghana fo bepre akọ so broni ka ho de a eye papa oh we de obroni na ye o ade obibini aye de enye papa eye a wotena chire na wo hwa na eden oh ukwa asori na wuhia broni a na wasan wachi mi broni oba broni papa ene na chese obia ehu se obroni wom nti ade no eye papa eye na atitiye. I don't know how they were able to program us into believing that as for them their yes is yes and their no is no. Wa wote abrochire se what na wa chepa de be honest these people, are they truthful? Don't get confused about emra eye adwuma wo ho. Any nipa no nso so omusuban. Aha na ya na problem no wo. Menye wadwen se emra ye adwuma wo ho a na chese nipa na ete ho no so omoye. But yenka no kra yen ya tena watutu kwan bebre no. Sankrofo we no, are they truthful? Yes, yes. And no abrofo. Yenka no kra. Share your encounter with us. Menkasa omu nyina nye o mi bisa wo the way ye hu omo no se omo bru nipa nyina so na omo de omo nya bone kra so bi ajiw sika da abrofo no mempese mebobọ countries bi a kire omo ye awi omo be ma wa be set up a company wo ho na wan kasa de omo de be ye wo no at the end of the day stroke na ubenya omo be ma na e be fa wo se rapture omo ye ni papa na ana omo yes asem na omo ka no eyampa yenjindi ana se yete sa asem na yenhwe ye hu yie omo de ato ya adwene mu so omo ye ni papa nti yenya nkasapo ye do omo che ye ho. Me, I have traveled from UK for islands no so Caribbean no so kodu Mexico. I know what I'm talking about. Ubekwa ko Zanzibar Kenya ho nyina omo yenya nkasapo ye sum abrofo na ye pe chense yesum yen aye ho hwan netimi eden no mutumi ye ma ye gi omutu mu sei na den na aye yen a ma ye wi ye ho sa ija question we ama yen gi omundi omo yes omo ye no ye omo no said ye hu omo no ye hu omo sa omo ye better people than us na yen ni papa bia wo ye ntam ana so said dia papa for wa na abone for wa ne sa na hosote ana ye different. A question major at the amount. The basis of cultural enlightenment is trust. Jidie nansu ni papa bia na ye fuli no ni papa ono na nipa hu ni se ono wagimi enti ye yankasa ye sei ni papa pampa omo wo ya bra bomu nyina. If you trust another culture than yours, you cannot see the real truth. That's it. Se wankasa wumbu hu se wuye nipa di obi beye wu bia no mpo wu hu bone e won because wankasa wummu hu enti se ya anje ye hu endi na ye gi obi di agi obi enhyehyeye eni na kwan eni ni kuromu di echen ye hu a ye yankasa ya brabo na hene ye de ko ya gi atum se ye pese ye nkwa na nyina de ye nua de ano ye nhwe ni ye. We don't want to see ourselves to say, "Wo me hu no, wo ye me other version." Na wo a wo hu me no me ye wo other version until this is done. Agrokra na ye die. Ye nye hu ni. Ye gi obi di, obi nhyehyeye, obi som, obi akwan, ye gidi e chen yenya ye dia. Eno na be ye biggest problem. In a time when we should question everything that they showed and told us, we are deeply rooted in their deception, thinking they are divine truth tellers. San obi ehu obroni na yeye ade no kra yeye wo gan na obi ento obi apede adifi abrochira ba sa ade no medwe ho a mintumi nti ase yenya agede ne de eya na edin ye ankasa so ye mu bebrebe ye ni ha ye wicked in the heart na ye dwen tempera baby a ye du na ye hu niama ese ye dwen ho ne ye hyese den na ekoso no ye kuta bibia mu twintwan na omode ba ye ubi so omo so they are not able to tell why mo omode ba ye no omode free here omode ba ye na ye nyankasa ye walo e wo lies ni mu na ye hu omo so omo mu no omo ye nokrefo ye tie kurom be hyemra e de maye. There is something I saw me pese me kan ho asem but me pese me kire se obia mo mpa ye yiye se ade bi ekita colors bia no embambe fa walk kese embe to ye ntam ana ye so e wo krom ho e be manipa bebrebe wu but me mamu details me pese me management no mo nhyehyɛ asem ni yiye my voice note ni na about what I saw for them so mo nhyehyɛ ni yiye said ya meka ni yiye na me lawyer nso ahwem asa na mabeka ba de me pese me che ase me ka ne se empanifo no mo ma omani na ho ne de omo hyehyɛ no kura bi wo baabi about this LGBTQ plus asem na omo nka ne yehu ne yebeye na ambeye force ambe create war amfa ambaye so. And now we are make say opani bi tie me they should start educating the children about that thing. Na yehu the bad side of it. Omo tia say ye hospitals na e wo ha no. Malaria for no mo ma wo kra de da fom. Sa de ne beto ye wo ha de e be free maba mo ma ye prepare ye ho. Mama ma ye njina ho na de e owuo be ba besi ye so embesi ye so because and mrabrofo no de toothpaste ba ye no. Na ye de yidua twitwi yesen pepepe se sie ukwa akura donko ase a omo de toothpaste twitwi omo se net sapo ubetumi aka bibia omo de ba spread ko nti no se bibi wo ho na ewo mframanimu a moma ye ignore na emfa force mehye ye kon na momo ma ye set up educational platforms a ye be ko saade animu in toto ye be ma psychological people akom ye be ma doctors akom gynecologists akom moma ye educating mofra no so that ekobopini no e won the vulnerable state mu a na akola no wo hunimde na afa onim decision a obeye about this because dia ye na ekunu ye hu no ena enya ba so but oyusu ni nyansa moma ye nye serious kakra e wo niama bi hu abusua moma ye fa ya adwene nkofom na ye nhwe mofra no na mofra no ka ne dan na ye to no ye to a ye di je omo na so omo state na omo wo mu no enye stable a omo tumi ton dan ne te se kwadu mma ye mbra fom because esie no drugs no ye rampant e wa ha sei ena dia omo ahyehye omo de ba no so na education so ye mfa ma ye mei ya nhwa e be mobo mo ye mbra fom ye nsusu ka ne dan wo de ye dan e na ada. Everything they told us was a lie. From Bible to where? Bibi ankrofo we ka bia ye ntro na mechirim. Na wahu obi entan yo bio. But said the ya wutumi ka kire wo ba se o twen no meto we ya ma wo no. Na abofra ne de ato ne tirimu no. Saa na obi su twa ntro bi no hu so obi ade atum. E na ochechiri di si ho na aya ade so a eso yen. Enye omu nyina no mo ka no kore. Aye. All their stories of gods, medicine, astrology, and culture are all borrowed and manipulated into lies to establish their culture. But Bibini says Obroni can't lie. So how do you wake up? If this is how you think, how do you wake up? And astrology, but seeing the astrology, we've not been able to put African calendar right. Nanso ye claim say ye astrology, ye reading crofo astrology. Calendar na kasa wo bibini no wo dia na nya correct. Enti astrology ben na wo ready. Mo running helter skelter in the name of spirituality. African calendar, the continent itself nidino high. Continent na kasa ne map no kura si ni tirase. Nyame adom River Euphrates eda so da baby eda besin ne. Obibini say ondwen asem we ho. And that saying, or China saying, and I saying this, the beard your brony diabre ye, who read astrology, who read zodiac sign. Calendar nankasa wo brony, the calendar no mudi reading 6 to 6. It has got nothing to do with you as a black man. Yes, yen share some way ni yenka. And yet honum, and ya dream say. Ye dear, the obi bema ye be ye besom. Wo can yansa sem no be can wig. Na me na no see dancing crying. No bro body ni inside no mo atwa wie no obro e de ye wig di see dancing cry o so kane amemu ye tuntum ewusi epupuja epupu wusi o sedan otwi e di twi nani achi to pencil na nya yokwa na ye de ye painti ye dan ho eno e na om nkom wo ho mo progress na ye se ye ma ho kwan e ma bibi emba ye nhwehwe bibiara mu de beba besi ye su bia na ye kitam na ye de ko obibini biggest problem ai wo wiase eno enende maka kire wi obibini ahyease wo fom e de nani abutu atechem e ma opagya nani kosuru mpo a ohuni nue bibini na watie dia oka e no de akwadwindwim bibia ye basa ene ye te hanom ene ye bre ende ye ba be ko hela issue ni mu me se ba ko pe na me fa o me nka sa me fa ni na ba me ma we na de awoso wo ho mani wura wadwene mu hwe abusia wo ho omu hu sikani wo hoda bibia encourage omo se omo nyere omo ho but se busua no mu se yese na wo fa we sika wo fa we ye sei wo fa we ye senya wo ba no nim se obi aye bi da you can do it sa niam we ye nsi a yetena ha ye bebra tense de ye bre so obi ye kwa abruchire mo wakwa aba e de ba time with Maame Grace Jumedie isu biom. Yo abusia enen so eye kwesi ada bio me man krankra bia akwaba at the bad time with Maame Grace Jumedie kese yi so, and then we are going to discuss schemes and ploys, book 1, the goddess of Hela. Now let's look at Hela the goddess. Who is she? Oyehwana. We hear this every day. We see movies, movies bia nkrofo we Wakanda, woman king, den obibini she na waboni nsem no broni agi ni sika de agu ni botom onsuya bibia enfirim. Me pese ye hwe we. Today I am here to tell you that we need to question everything. Until this is done, ye man ho be ye mobo achen. We need to question everything. Enye bibia na enyo, wo ye fokora de bibi brew na hwehwemu yi a obenye bibi papa wom. I'm not saying we should throw anything away. We should hate on anybody, no. But we have to question, we have to shake every table. Ni ye hwe de ewom na ye hu. Obroni papa wo ho no obroni bone wo ho, just like obibini papa wo ho and obibini bone so e wo ho. Omo so omo nye pepepe. Na omo yusu omo adwene e wo abibifo so. Ama omo ananka omo nsebi omo asebi enye otan. Mo bia ntan obi a tan wo hu because wo ye wadwen se wo ndwen. Na wo ye wadwen se wo ntwetwa wo hu. All the research going on ewo Egypt ne ekeke ka ho and enkra omo yi tachiman kra abrofo no mu fi university ebetena tachiman 6 months eye research about mo no ye ma no omo te ha elebu mbebe minim ade omo lebu mbebe no mo anya say yankwa yechi from head to from the crown of our head to the soles of our feet. Say yankwa yechi ni yanwoso adwene nim ni ambisa question ni yamfefie funu ani ase anhwe nsan ma e wo honom ni yenyi ntu angu a ye nompekura ye ntumi nsevi. Wenti na nipa kasa bebreo obroni nye papa me ka tro plane obroni nye papa nchen obibini ena obibini so omo nyina nye papa nchen abrofo ebi wo baabi anwe. What I've realized is that almost every myth or story that has evolved into some kind of faith-based following are originally Akabulan tales which have been wrongfully translated and diluted to be used as weapons of indoctrination on us. This is what is going on. Yewo pete ena yewo eagle akroma. Samwa mienu omutiri hu se omabosuo se. Baako ye scavenger ena baako edidi clean. Baako eso ena baako fly. Nenso omu se opete kura ne ekura konkron. Wan hwa obeka se omu nyina eya adekoro but omo sese no kure ni bi sese ayefrefra ne ntoma wolves a omo che sheep mu inti no wan hwe ni ye be wo say sheep de oye humble but ye tini mu no ye dangerous sa na yasem ni nyina akoye sa nkrofo we ayusu nyansa ena asem na ewo ho no omo afra ne ntoma na aye ti se je na eda ho no wo pili nyina na akoto foforo wo inside ena obibini afa ena se on wagwa hu nhwe de ewom ena okitemu na otetare ho wa aye ti se nhoho no otare kutuo no ho onum bi obi so beti ya na owe no sa na religion akọ ama ye nyina yakoye before titiri ye problem ne so ye mpe research ye ti ha ma abrofu itu ye grave se wo Egypt nyina research ahino bibini ye hu so bibini afa book okoye researcher okohwehwe obi content awaye na wa add up na wa ba be ka tire nkrofo in the name of what I don't know. And then mama ye nhwe sa story we mu na me construct ni yi ama na wo da wa ma na shake you up. That is why such stories work so well for us because eyade a ewo wumu na ye fra no ntoma bone e na esan se wo de ani wo mu nti nka sabi onyansam no wo befa wo de no wo fa na ka wawawai ntoma bone no afiri hu bi san se wo fa bro a ogwagwa ye bro ne hunu no fi ho na wawe bro ni papa na ewom no saa asem we na nature ka kire bibini o se ade na wafa no wagwai ho se wogwai bode ho atwitwa pineapple ho esense yanka ho ansa na wadidi a enne se papa ne na ewom na wudidi a ende asem bi ade be ma no wawa ho na hwe mu papa ewom no na wafa obibini se menye Obibini timi ba this studio kakrakai with 1 million of books egu tables no where who Bible wom a full grown man ebisa no nyonko a man oye leader oye church oye pastor or disciples or what members or say or no or guide omo no obisa no nyonko pastor ne say books wa ha nyina ye hu holy Bible wom are we save here ese wudu nse guti na wusu as obibini so bibini be ma sebe etadua eda ne nantam etimi kasa asem we na ese obai nisuo ese wudi awereko kase. So let me take you through how these events unfold at our blind sites. Me be ma obi na wahwem baako ba me fa just one story na me ne waye na koda na wankasa dwen ho. In the early 1950s in America, an African woman by the name of Henrietta Lacks was taken to hospital for some sickness. The doctors noticed something strange about her and informed the authorities. Well, Nansenya mpoma ye research bi meba mu details no. Omo hu say ade bi wa abrofo no mu ebi ni abibifuo mu. Na ade no nya de papa o. E na mema wuremfi say wo ye research kwa achi a Oma mayati asese obibini ba ni pineal gland no eye baako pepepe o but the size is double of obroni pineal gland. You can make Google right now and read about it. Sa na omuko hu bibi strange ewo minua wonsusu wunua bibini aye friend Henrietta Lacks ne honam dua mu. Omuko hu bibi strange ewo ni nipadua ni because okọ hospital so yare e na omuko hu sa de ni wonu. What they noticed was that this African woman had immortal cells. Ade bi wo ho hu eya na mekoma eye meya. When you are taken to the hospital, so koye surgery, is there any machine omo be ma omo record adeko e ha wo no a omo kwakoye surgery no omo akoyi no? Is there video of surgery ni koso nyina e wo kwa wo wi a wo yare no? Omo be prove say recordings no omo ye say we ni we wo mu nti ye koyi na omo wi a omo yi surgery ni process video no for you to see whether what they were looking for was found in your body. And also say video because during the surgery wo wi a wo be hwe a wo be hu bibi a wo go through ana ye ntumi nye we da ye ti ha na ye de Bible bro ye hu as if say omo tro na ye gina ho. I want to be a witch. I like that. You call me that name. I better be a witch than to be a fool. Menye. Eno de emfa wo area ha. Omo hu say our immortal cells. Enti no nkrofo we e take bi. We should stop making research as a joke. So we obey seeker the things that your body can take you no. A best shock you. Medical catch said the body itself is more intelligent than anything you can think of. The cell in her body has supernatural abilities to multiply. Even when they have been taken out. Immortal cells na we ye nua Henrietta mu no no. No mu atwa ni body mu no kra no etumi multiply and increase. That was a very strange thing to the abrofo, so they stole part of her cell, kept it a secret, and began to develop medications and pharmaceutical patent with the cell. Omo de ye samples sa edanu ya me ye we no mu say o kosan sa mu book ni mu ni ama na mu bekum ho fo na baby wo mu ayatro wo ho say wo betumi donate organs nkrofo say Maame kanka na omu ni ewo ho. This knowledge is there, simple. Use your phone for research. Men twen so obi meka bibi nchiro. So why would you say niam na hu no obi mpo to work asa, you know who is joking and who is serious. At least you make a better choice or a better decision about it, to know where who to spend your time with, spend your energy with, connect with. Ebebwa. Don't sit down for anybody to on kate nkrofo ayi no be pasting farm. Find yourself and look for knowledge. They did not inform the family of Henrietta Lacks, but were able to use her immortal cells to develop over 1,100 medical patents. Her cells were then labeled as the Hela cells. And no, obi a wako hospital ye yi bibi afinimu obibini enye obi keke obibini ana abrofu ye di ni dwuma ntede omo yi ni cells no na omo de create enduro ni saa niama ni nyina omo amfe di edin na ntoso because they stole it omo ansiki permission fi na busuafo ho nti omo fa ye no na fe omo di ni din ni bi hwe. These people are learning about the cosmic laws. Yejina how we are joking with it. Into when who say edin na wafa no. Say wo yi din ni free mu kra the cosmic will not respond. Unya ba asase so no o ba asase so you don't have the right to name yourself. A cosmic law. Oba ha there is somebody a obema udin and a your papa. So mutu udin sa na udin no cosmic no a register. Mokoto aba no say me catch last week o consent to me de koma ade na ya mudi mkokromoti mo phone no mo nsa de yin na mode fidget pa enye mkokromoti yesi ohini bi wo bible mu ono ne de oye ne say no twitwa ahemfu no omkokromoti otwa na ode ato na konwa na se na eno na ode prapra ono so ne mreso ye na yekunu no so ye twa ne de bi kokromoti pa ne spiritual significance eyeden. Who can tell us? Edi bibia ye joke. Edi bibia ye joke. Una na wanko school. Osi kokromoti ni na ye utumi. Wa wako school. No se won find out why we talk like that. Inti Henrietta ade no. Omo enyi ni din na mfim. And omo di ni din ni to so hella. But omo sisa the whole thing. They did that because of cosmic. And yes, and kombe yi ni din na frimu kra completely. But omo anye because omo will say a cosmic no. And na control vibrations and frequency. Na dia bia so what vibration ni frequency no eno na create niama etumi koso nti bibia obroni ye bia no or the sounds and frequency ebeka ho nti on se di no completely or the color ebeka ho nti mostly no mo ye niama bia na omo ye proper rituals they go into no ma afa niama tuntum kai say yes ye nim sasase ne ye tuntum fo dia obibini endwin say niama we nyina ho obroni enim se ni nuewu no matter how rich on fefunu ni nto for 400 days no we are onjina yie na se nye fashion entwa selfie na oto ndom na mo ye party na efunu ni da ho welcome Asimodeus obroni nim cosmic law we on break that law 40 days whoever you are we yaye asa obibini afa bibia tra ye niama chaka na ye create demons egu yeso na ye wia ade ye way of life na ye lifestyle no yakogina na ya dane spirituality. So these people look at us and they laugh kwa nkrofo we ti omo se omo ye nipa pa ni e obi na samo se obibini so ye nipa ana se obibini so ye de. In 1968 the Hela mythology was developed into a cartoon of a Norse god as the daughter of Odin, who is the goddess of immortality. So wahu omwe obibini tieniye a friend Henrietta Lacks omwe ni cells without permission to betumi aka so omwe wia ne cells wakọ hospital omo fawie ye no e na omo de aye nnuro omo wie ye no because ade na fi obibini ba ne mu ba ne wo so powerful ntino afa de omo pese omo tro history ne to ho emo omma enti no omo bedane no movie ni di na magba ma ono e na omo ye goddess of immortality because medical aka kire say omo hu so wo immortal cells e na omo yi di create edru. Now they are making it a movie to put the history down for omoma. In 2017 Hela was developed into a movie where she played an Obroni goddess who was wearing a black dress and her cells grow on her body when you cut them off. You see? Omo enim cosmic law no enti omo di obroni ba be gina ho ba omo be hye na tade black to remind the cosmic say the Henrietta woman no ono no ye black dress no omo di ye omo movie omfo bibini ngina ho no wadwen aba so wonim nyansa hu tuntum ahwe ne yie ba yakate se tuntum ye evil white na ye papa na ye nyina ya som twetwe ene ye de nam. When I wear my black, I look good in it as a powerful black African woman. They said I'm a witch. The reason all the time I'm wearing black. They also wear black when they are practicing rituals because they know the cosmic understand sounds, vibration, frequency, and colors. Enti or share atade no was movie no. So won't share ya. You can Google and go and watch it. Medical catro, Yashenia matra ni so bibia ye ivu ahunahuna ene hu ene ye de to nkrofo so. Inti in the movie no, omo de black ne she nipa no, ena omo ye movie ne te se omo twa cells no won ho a na asen grow back. They are trying to portray Henrietta Lacks, but they won't show you it was an African woman, but the black will betray them because they know the cosmic. When you know the cosmic, everything I watch, okay, can you know Eddie boom? Look at the evolution of this tale of an actual woman who has an original Akabulan gene. Her DNA is the original DNA of her ancestors. Listen, when you see things, watch them twice. Obibini, na a before DNA, omumoja, enamunimu. Ono, eno enya ne huniama, edi aye ndura jisika, fedi oma beye no. Movie, musika. Abrofo has taken over her DNA and used it to make thousands of medicines and making trillions of dollars and turns back to use the story to polish their race by giving the character as an obroni. Onfo bibini nyina ho. Onfo bibini nyina ho. Adie we ya koso. Who doesn't know about Professor X? It was a black man. Omo de white man jina ho. No omo de X jina. As I speak with you, say Elon Musk. Or say na de na why no omo friend X. Why X? We won't find out. Ni yet na ho. So they will use yenya ya de ye. No omo de ade na chechire ho aba because obibini ni time obebie biemu akoto de ewo mu no. Aduane pe na obibini timi biemu di ni yie. Enye nimde. Okoka esi yebuofu. Me say we a spiritual person who wofu aye tefu. We have to find out about you. I'm telling you, this was only from 1950 to 2024. See how they are using the influence of just one black woman. One black woman, oh. Imagine in the next 1,000 years, Hela will be worshipped by blacks as a white woman. And her doctrine of immortality will be given to Abrofo, and we will continue to praise them while they continue to coin our history to trick us into slavery right before our eyes. Look at this story here, Mama. From 1950 to 2024. Nobody is talking about this. Oh. Nobody is talking about this for a black child to know until 1,000 years to come. No, Omo kasa asem ya abofrana ye lost completely, totally. Just like you guys are lost completely, totally. Amofa Bible, mo de bro mo left, right, center. You cannot decode it. These people are racing with us. Enti no mo di yanim kan ye di omo echi be 200 years. Ti de bia no asem no beto obibini ansa na ohwehwe solution. We don't plan ahead. We are limited and very narrow when it comes to thinking. This is Henrietta Lacks. Feniama nkrofo we ede na ye. Nti omo be ya ebedru baabi no na yenya immortality god. Yenya ye nua o no nkrofo ya hyeyen. Na omo de omo anima bole so ne yete so. Hwe ade a odomfo na ya ma bibifo nim. Ena bibifo nya freedom kakra bi a na watena se onye sika kakra bi a na watena se ohu bibi kakra bi a na watena se opese onye lord over people. Someone who did asem na yekoso ho no. Titimre no mo no broni obibini ba ntumi ntonjom. Mo mfa nanimu begina ho so no to ye. No obibini ba beto njom. No mo di obroni anima to so. No mo bo enwom no. Obibini obroni bia ni ho. A obetumi ato emotional and soul songs like obibini that. Never. It's not in their genes, maka. Na bibini tonjoma. First na titimre no na shops bi wo okro obroni ntumi nkom enkoto ade ye. Nti no broni obibini to ndwuma na ye di broni anim atare so. That was what was happening. Ena ya fa ya umu afa obremu afa titi mu. Ena ya bedru baabi. Ena mo ba ya na mo benya BET awards. Samwa huni ekoso. Sesi sa asem na esi no obi na wa draw ne plan. And all our celebrities no mo hye bibifu ani onyam no de omo nyina e ba down. Obibini tie chire osi ondwen because ye nkasa ye nya ready say ye be this place conducive for them to come back home when they get something. Ye nya ready. Ye gina ha the Bible boro ye ho. Nti omo tena ho no mo hye omo say ye nim nyansa a omo be se omo niama no omo de aba. Se mo hu ne ekọ. Ne ekọ no abibifu mpo e na omo project ni more. On Jane say e ba ne say na ye celebrities ni nyina e come anotum e wo krom hoyi e na asem we all the big from top to omu nyina e fole obibini nya hwe ogina ha obo ne nsem enye onipa da sani na introduce omo ma sa ne ma na na ko sa ne ma ne nya obibini bia su ye nwi we hu ye ti ha ye free heaven sometimes na makoma sometimes na makoma ye ndwin ni ama bebre hu ni ye ti ha na ye create drama we are too dramatic ye nya ho to kakra ni ya beda ni jokers we don't think obibini nya adu oye aduma na ye kakra bi pe na wa relax onye sika na wa hye no just a sense obehwehwe foforo uye obi a uye aduma na sika ba wunsem a just a sense a wa set up a me hu sese bi unim nyansa ondwen ombre wa bom ene won kokora bom na wadwen wo mampo yesu banie when we say we get carried away easily I hear the family of Henrietta Lacks have sued the government of America for using their daughter's cell to create sanyamani now without their consent. TMB Sanje oyo bibini o omo ehunyansa sebe recently say obi koyi obi ti wo university bisa King Hammurabi ni ti na omo aposti wo university bi wa America no na say before bi sorry gidi so omo kwa yi sa 18 na free hono mo Benin fo ekofa omo ibudu tibi e de ba back to Benin ena na nsenya say sante hene nso akwakofa bi e de aba but ye pesika ye koji sika wi a history na aka no we don't think about the ebe ye wo history no enu na ye matter the most ye ho hwe Henrietta Nkrofo no omo kosiu America for na ye hwe omo kosiu omo for what for adiro no omo ye ne so omo mfa din ni bra black na movie no omo aye no omo fa nipa ne nya black no omo fa Henrietta din to ne so that before be hu so omo wo heroes e wo muntam we ye celebrate heroes. We don't respect them and we want to prosper. Jokers, you are not going anywhere. Me say Nkrofo we omo koye no omo ko fight say yensisa movie ni yenfa obibini nto so ni yenfa Henrietta di nto so ana eduro no omo fa nto so no omo fa black of di nto so say yanye stretches na amfa glory am bre continent na and it has obi ani ho because obetumi abọ wa power aka kire wo say na enye wo na wo ye Joseph carpenter ni ne ba no omo pese omo kire say wo generation hwi ni wo ya hwe ni ya ombe ka bi a kire ye ma na wo ye black you were a slave you don't have right over a lot of things so we were creating a lot of things no mo di omo anim atoto so be see dey knowledge is all over we are still doing behaving like that I rehosem enti saade we na won abusua no ekosiu America for no say adenti na omo de omo ba na omo daughter ni din aye sa niam no without their consent omo kosiu omo say adenti na omo grow the American pharmaceutical industry no without their knowledge and want some good money omo de omo court say ade na mo use ye ba no ayi cells e de aye nduro mo anka nche mo de ni aye movie mo anka nche na ye ma omo sika. Is that correct? Is that right? Me can send me to bishop be a me ni me can kire mu ni na adwen. Da bia ye peka ye pedan ye pesika ye pe bibia. Enso ade a ema nipa dasani the maximum pleasure in this life no. Ye ni naked. Atade enkan ho ka enkan ho hwe enkan ho. Meboa. Oh yes sex aya ka si wapampam. atade mpo hye bi wo bag abroden ni uni ama na watoto ni na oya dey who have sex eje false bed sheet hey adani ha ye ho sa ni ankasa adani ha ye ho wo wiase ni niama bebrebe sa ye ha ye ho sika ena omukwaje ye the fame, the name, the glory for African continent was left behind. This is how we behave. Obibini pe bibia de opa no pe. To hell with any consequences ebeba ni nuamoso. Ade ope na no pe. Hwemfa ye hu biom. This is our behavior. Nti de bia omo be yi yen ayese. No. However, that is material. Like I said, sika na emfa hwema. What about the mythology and spiritual portrayals of Hela as a goddess? What about that? Can we establish this? Or ye jisika na to enka enkolani ni ani daso bia ye ni dache mayemba ejina ye ben na ye sisi e dia mayemba obi ama na no so na ye free Kemet na ye free Egypt na ye free Kemet na ye free Egypt na ye free Kemet na classical Kemet. What are you also leaving behind for your children to talk about? Nothing. She is a goddess, but not as being talked about in books and cinema. The way they are using her god nature will rather be a weapon to destroy her race and give an unfair advantage to the abrofo. When baby am paying one, say oye goddess of immortality. Nanko be peja ebibifo nkola. Se saade wo ye firimumu aba se bibi timi free abibifo mu pia eye ni daso se betimi afiri ho apie biom because ade bi e wo fie bia ewo mpo na wo de reincarnation di po etumi san ba biom nanka obibini akola ehu se we have the goddess of immortality yenje yehundi no yenje yehundi omakwaji sika no na omagya the retain the glory na be peja continent na kotoro no na ye gya ato semwahu ye musicians movie yi hwe America ho na make you ye nkrofo beauty so say beautiful yi award fo yi no mo ye semwahu ba bi omo de omokọ gradually no ye scramble omo e de egufom ye gina ha sanka ye ha yie na omo ye hu omo na ye peja omo na ye de omo ba no gurumu omo ha. And the China ye kuru a World Trade Center now because of companies omo building wo ho ani niama omo tumi e de ye ya na e ya rehododo areho ye de oni papa bi emba ye kuro mu hada Kwame Nkrumah ni din wo bia all over Africa, in fact all over the world. Kwame Nkrumah din wo president bi ni ho ani din akoba bia sada batono ani kuro mu force ne ho bon kan yenye ye da because obi oto step baako ema wo begina so to mienu we hu ne bo osoma wonni ba bia wo beko atwede a wo furu ya wo duru soro no eno na watwadwa ato ni mfimfini me nua wo firi soro beba behwefom na wo betete. We don't appreciate anything in life. Yen obi abewu wo de ye wo de oye no membu no wu no nko memfa obuo bi e ma wo so bewu na wo so de wo ye mfaso bi e mba so aya ye nwini we hu awereko papa na abrofo ya ye se niama we nyina na mu wi a na mo asom de abre mo nje na mo nsom enche bia na mo behu se nkrofo osom the goddess of immortality na ye the blue Jesus eni no ye de atoso amamo na mu ye he na Iraq abeka akere wo se efe de Jesus ye black ono so de ne trek ba na wo de akire he areho papa areho. Now let's look at PLOYS in worship. If we start doubting the things we have been fed wrongly by abrofo, we will know that even the basic rituals we perform in religion are all originally African ways of life. When I'm mekoka na mihu na mema kura no ho ye mmobo wa asore ho e mema no se mema no de ye mba ba bi ombeko bi ye di omachi e ka ho e ye life cosmic but e mema no. For example, raising your hand and exposing your palm to praise God. Bidi kan ka kire o sa adenti ne yensam ye fita na ye nase ye fita ma me nkyerɛkyerɛ mu nkyerɛ wo na hwɛ sɛ ye bibi ne wanya a woyɛ wo hɔ a no broni hwɛ wo internet so na wo exercise that gullibility no wo hɔ a the way I feel about you na so bo ade ne wo hɔ ampa a ɔhwɛ wa ɔbɛboa wa na ɔbɛpra wa to gem ahyew nyamani ne ye ne ya yere ye ho eye ye se ye ni bibi ne ye ya pagya ye nsa. This is not an activity of worshiping any external God. It was an activity for yourself. And I will explain. You see, the melanin in us means that before we get vitamin D from the sun, we must stay outside for a long time. In rainy days, where there is no sun, black people suffer from vitamin D deficiency, which doctors have said is mostly associated with mental health and problems. We all know. Say obibini or ye riano eba. Nti no mo se omo no ye wiasefo. Tie, onyankopon wa obo ade ni nim nyansa bro so. Enti obo wo no ba bi ode wo to ye no, e no ma wunua, e no ma wutirimi ni so ye se sapo. Se de wo betumi atena se na we take wo balance. Obibini ayeyiya ma ompiempo mawie nhye no ofi ni dem ma na osika mu na okoduru bank wa na watena se otena air condition mu foche opon nya na watena mu na waba na osi air condition car no odu fia na waso air condition ohiani no etele flowers na e wa abonte ho no obibini atwe ne ho afia bode ye ho obroni be coin ni de bia de abrew na wo be wu sharp ye wuo hwese de ye wu aye ye nkwa so atete because ye hwere nimde ene ye hu ye ho ano. You don't know say anapa awia na apie no eno na wo bibini eye wo nkwa aduane ye nim eno kra omo kakra omo hu fiampo omadane ne spirituality ade na unsam ye fita na wona ase ye fita. Is there a reason for the color of your palm and the color of your feet? Because honam na ye one color. Onim se sa ade na ogina asore ho na o claim so oye mpo oye ne wrongly because we bia ogina no roof ho no wapagya wonsa no lawu obibini enim se eniama mies. In fact mo dan na musi no kra mo nim de enti omode ba akọ ni porch e de tale dan no ho we de mi jana as a quote for you. Why do you have balcony and porch in your houses? Porch na e wo ho ne balcony no obroni ye ne dan no gya wo ho. Se wo sori anapa bia na wakogina ho no wa face ewia no se wo njimi ndi a wo pa fa plant baako the same plant o fa baako si window ano wo dan anim a ehu awia na fa baako besi wo door na chi a ehu awia na ma wo ho 3 months na hwese de ohu awia no owu a wo de try this experiment. These simple things ya fa ne se eye worship so mo ye no mo cover ho no mo cover ho omo cover ho a obibini hwehwe mu da obibini pedan obibini pe car ompene ho mi hu car so a air drive funu da onipa mpene ho. So you will realize that Africans who travel abroad usually suffer from mental health issues a lot. Me kan mo bia bumfu asem na make no you find out make research about it because we lack area. And a sikane nkasa ye say video besi dan nti yen supplement it because supplement is very expensive. Most of this is because they don't get the vitamin D to enter through their skin because of the heavy presence of melanin. Obibinit na bruchire cha ni nompemugo. This is common sense. If you get angry over this, I don't know what to tell you. We don't belong there. And I yen supplement so se ne wutie me pa wo chow vitamin D3 and K2 we ye bibini nko ade a at least 20,000 IU eyema wo ye bibini nko ade a please supplement because when I wote no the only thing that will help you is supplementation. Obroni on oniha ni kuro ma wie ni ho but why vitamin D supplement and is supporting a life. Wo bibini owaha. You don't go out in the morning, you don't walk barefooted. Eniama 3 way se wo depart from it who wear ya. Oh, sorry, do your breathing exercise. It is not spirituality. It is our way of life. Do it. And when you are done, we finish it with breathing exercise now. Walk through the sun, anopadiano, walk through it, kakra, and then your life. We are grand yourself. Walk barefooted in the house. Yes. If you know your cement baby. And ye kunya ho se 16 years, 18 years, 20 years, omo yina wo kidney problems. If nature didn't make it, minua, it is not for you. Wow. When you kasa bebrebe no, we can do simple. Ekurase for no kro mu nya aduane ndi ne hwe omo hoden. Wo kurase ni, wo fi ekurase abetena nkran ha, you cannot do without air condition. You see? Answer hospital na sorry awonam. Omo de sa na we pia wa. Na fe wakọ omo worship wo ufiri omo worship wo a na omo apian na omo de wakọ omo medical center hoso pharmaceutical na hoso wakọ nti afi de wuwu a na wato aso ne wo ma wuwu ja wo ma no wono mo mususa na ne so abom e de omo akọ drug fo no alcohol fo no na wo bibia abasa na wo dan ya ton no 2 cedis momi anwene wate momi anjene ne ye nipa na we de ba ni seni we don't supplement o Paucho, so with all humility, magnesium, D3K2, and trace mineral, shishebi nano, men train na won yare na won chesi, obi abewu, obi ani wiase a onwu, ba men be ye burden ma wo ma, na wan kasa so be ye frustrated and sawu, eno na me pese beto me. Me pese me be kasa ne, otena na mewu afefefe. I don't want to be going through all sort of things. Supplement, yisikani be factor supplement. Na supplement will because asena wote so wo ho no enye wo dia obi bi se bio magnesium omega 3 D3K2 hwehwe nanom magnesium glycinate is the best. So the solution is that a BB4 has 2 ways of solving those issues. So we'll go through say na ba ko na mama no. When you look at your palm and under your feet, they are both pale. It almost looks like the palm doesn't have melanin. It is pale because that is where you can absorb vitamin D quickly in places where the sun is limited. Inti nkamo amu wa abrochire no, mo na mu pie na ma spread mo nsa o. Ma spread mo nsa. Wo pa mu ndi nokure. Se mo ho mfa mo na mo de mo ba holiday na mo ba fie a ahakra mo be spend a lot of money no mo be kwana mo hu nsensa na mo na mo ho nya efe unim ni enti. It's all because of a wiana e wa ha no. This is where you belong. E be ye ne dan aye ha yiye ni yetumi atena ha am yasoma adwe obi e ko e be kakra be ka me nko awa ha aka mani be de tan me da ha ne otena ma da ha de chama da come to 2000 ne swimming pool e fie mu nyina come sese kururu be ba na ye ha forest o hwe time with Maame Grace what onsa na e wo ho no said yanka wo betumi absorb vitamin D no directly from the sun unye bia mpacho supplement and then ye ngrande obi bini fa ne nan kura nsi fom nti obi de ne nan si ono aka trust spirituality ne na esi fom nti no why powerful o nana na oye we okwafu ma ne nan ni si fom connect hu se dia na omunyini 1 million years 200 years na de na omo wo ho me na asokon 130 ni ye ni be hata no se si e de gone too soon. What a shock. 40 days dungeon. So if it is in the rainy season or you live snow region as an African, the little sun appearance, you will show your palm to the sun. The pale absorbs enough vitamin D to see you through life. And when the bema wabra bono enye mobo bebre sa. So in ancient days, people just didn't wait in the sun. They just come out on sunny days. Pamucho sunny day. Moses Jesus a son of God, a ria. Sunny day, a Sunday, na mosom no ho no. Ye come asama na mu buafu dia basa. They say I'm ready to beat anybody who dare me. Na bo. We am no akokot. aka ho mo ha dwene dodo mo ma ye looking like jokers everywhere na fe wo kwa brochire na social media na fe wo hu ni anka osie bo so wakwa awokọ kira de with guy lie na nim guase nko a say poto they ask you your people what are they doing. That is why we call the sunny day and a Sunday no and open their palm to show into the sun medical so that their vitamin D will be harvested for their bodies and no na ejina ho na ye peda ye nse yo and amode adane worship hella asem ya make am nti a time will come wo be kai se me kan mo de be dane worship mako jina ho sunny day na maba mu nsem wo absorb ya e ho no roofing sheet wo nti na so no crash start na park so e na na omo ye no se mo ehu mo ani ya bie se mo ehu ba bia madu nti obi onim ni jina chi na ohwe mo see these people what are they doing. You people turn the sun into a god. Na mo worshiping on a sunny day I be absorb and na mo yes mo nya right na mo ye no wedan ya roofing sheet wom na maba mu nsem and na mo ye dede then you will lack vitamin D and fall sick. And when you fall sick you blame the devil first, the devil who has not told you to be ignorant about what you are doing in the church in the sunny day. Now who absorb roofing sheet na ekwa wakume mu na unya kidney problem then you blame the devil, then you will be shouting ignorantly say wo bomb pie afre the same thing now wo wan kwhwehwe na wo wu no na wo wi a na wasan ko blame devil who ko blame devil wi a na oh me ye be for amani je ho men worry sa sebe ka from fancha me agimi sem we de me ntumi. This is the beginning of the ancient sun worship. Akwasi Broni saw it and turned it into worshiping gods outside of you. Hella de ye omoye. Another thing omoye ye ni. Now this one no akosi obibese viral disease. Akosi disease than Ebola. Ye nya ho aduro na adwini nyina akoa na amoamoa. Okoka bibia na obebo. Because ono no ye nyamsum ni odo nyame. Wo de wo ye burunsam. Some of these things they pay me to me shemakoma. To de bia na ye me se mi nsu because wo hwe panimu a wanyin. Na ojina sorry ni inside. Na wapeja ne nsa. Na wo hwa na I'm like so why? Eye me se mi nsu mpo. Wapeja ne nsa wa sorry dem wo osu o. Wa life na wo peja won sa kire wi na wa absorb vitamin D no ada na wugina sorry dem na panimu te se wo peja won sa na wusu I mean why how this so you will not open your palm to grab vitamin D for yourself but hide in churches and open your palm to a male god supposedly sitting in heaven and judging you and you wake up and tell me Abrofo doesn't lie. Are you serious at all? Look at this big lie. Oh, my coin amount. For hell at the end of all. Shall we are yasemi amike any lifting of hands? Why are you what? Why? They lied like this, brutal, like this, and we are following and we are killing our brothers and sisters because of this. Harvest the sun keke for your own life. Obiya done in the worship. Na wajina wa na yari abo. Na fe ujina ho se obi yeden. Me which I may go. Their lies are legendary. Omu akohwi sem no eye King Kong. Akohwi sem a ehye high hill. Ana abrofo we omu twa. Yehu omu so omu de. Omu bibia ye nokore. Se mra ye adwuma wo ho a nipa na e wo ho no nkere so omu ka nokore. We omu akọ school no omu puti all these things need together. They are big fat liars. Even the pain under your feet is for you to connect directly with the earth by absorbing the energy that the earth took from the sun. So you can stay indoors and come out barefooted and absorb all the energy your body needs from the ground. Do you know you even discharge, you release some metals, the bad ones, no, out of your body? Do you know even it is the land assassinating the charging your bodies now? Are you aware? Are you aware of this? No, be the nancy for ma. Yes, you're powerful. I just home tea. Had kasa. No, be student in nurse for obisana spiritual explanation or dema. This is our way of life. The bay a dim pan and one musha ye betumi aye ama ye nya aye ho. Musha a dim pan ye betumi aye e di ama ye ho. Oh sorry, I just walk barefooted. Ne fie na nkasa wo fie no ba bi kura ho aye cement. Today, Abrofo has developed that into a modern day enlightenment theory called grounding. Simple. Idea we maka years ago. Say sebi obi mpo dana ni so yes snatched. No, sorry, anapano na dream ye we you can use grounding at a particular place to correct that error. We ye jaya to what and I will be cry or can and I person yes spiritually powerful. I just say we say nti wo who say wolu no e wo ache brofo gbe agbe kefitahi acho le grounding no oba ya no ya pay shika na afe no grandiendre ya me can steamy asemi na me say adan. When they saw us walking barefooted, they said we were villagers and primitive. And no more catch us when I ya bosomsom for because on nine the form ne keke kan and na gd ye. The same thing na wona na ye na almost your primitive no. And no man name in grounding. Grounding. Abusia say yanto yabuni yanko ye chikakra. She me say ye man omo ba na ye fe ya wo omo 1 2 4 no. Ebe mobo. They hide everything from us and turn around to call us bushmen. Now, when I went to Stonehenge, netie dina obi demu wo northern region I see omo ye hia for no. So on say, "Ukwa abroche cottage no enye scaffold netim. Cottage enye wura na ye twetwegu dan so wa ha no negu so. Enye netie e na omo de aye dan no without paint. Ye na ye num ni ye de o. Ye say ye ne abie nti ye mpe because omo be catch dem say ye nkurasefo. And then no omo asi no omo de scaffold na num no omo da. Omo be catch dem say ma ye memba akora nkasa Bible say ma nka omo anuntum. Ukọ omo kroma when you place you first, omo place ma, no omo place enkwala, no omo place mwa, ansa no omo place mema. No omo be catch dem yen wa ha say ye ma no nka omo anuntum no omo ntena ho. I swear wallahi. If you were pastor, preach your preaching. Let me preach my preaching. If you dare me, I will strip you. Meba wasoro abebuwa bo members na. Me macho. Sometimes you're frustrating. Ubebisa say why are there simple things like this? And yes simple my e den poti e na ehinda yen. E ya na afedi eduru baby a na ayedin. Today they are calling it grounding and we are practicing it. We even pay money for it. Your own way of life. Go to their towns. They have cemented everywhere so that your stay there will give you mental health issues. If you disconnect from grounding and you disconnect from the sun and you disconnect from a breathing exercise, you are dead as a black man. Makachro. Oma cementi bibia na wote wo. E na wote kurom ha. Wote abrochire. Wo si wo dan, we pave baby a wa cementi bibia. Wo ton wo wuo. Ese say yetumi hangi wo yeku. Wa cementi baby a pave baby a. Because of what? Oh my God. E dey ensuatra no no. Omo ye ni say na aye serious amount. All the mental issues we are having in Ghana. If you are staying in New York or any of the expensive European cities and you are priding yourself that there are no bare floors, everything is cemented as a black man. Well, Jawenum say what abrochire. And I would now, baby, you don't see gutters, you don't see anything. And oh, baby, I mean, what they ask, Jawenum. You don't know what you are doing to yourself and your bones. Don't get angry. Make your research before you come and do. And now, is it not true? And your frustration. Now, dear, by the grace of God, people are telling the truth. No matter how rich and powerful you are there as a black man, you are frustrated. When we celebrate it, those we pride ourselves in them. Look at what is going on. Before we say we will not think. Ya catch ya who say we will never think, we will never change, we will never liberate our continent. what we are seeing is just a little if we don't make any effort for our children. Na ye dwa yenum na baby a yete no ya sementi bibia obibini si ne fie wo Ghana ha onipa tuntum wa sementi baby eni wo betumi de hwe mpo ahye na nda ahemfie ni abosomfie omugu nsakro omugu nsagu taa soso. That's how far we have gone. Enimgu asesem. By so doing, you are denying yourself the energy from the ground. I have explained this to you. Omo ni vitamin D. Ewie ni ho ye den why research ehun se bebo no why watum. You are denying yourself in the name of what? You will die. And because the sun is limited in those regions, you are denying yourselves of vitamin D. Therefore, you will forever be in mental agony because you refuse to see beyond the lies. Omoma yehu say ye materialistic o bibia ye fe bia ye fe. We don't care about the consequences. But ye baha na ya she spaghetti because of osho ye duru ho na ya she coat but ye kokwa ye ntumi nsesan ya dwene no ehun say ye sein e na omo ye sein nti ne yesisi dan no high big houses nipa otim look for me ono so nsamfo nkwa na odi wodan ni ufi abrochire ba bia na obu abefu wo be renovations na wakwa kwatena council house ni. Don't get angry, come home. Now I don't blame you people. The place is so rotten. O parke o car ubetia, o call lance ubetia, we share police ubetia, common number plate ubetia, bibia betia. The indiscipline is another dangerous disease that is killing Africans. Into frihona bana o pesa what now? It takes the grace of God. And that's how you run back. Because you won't be waha. Omo ma ho nto. Baby a obefibia bribe everywhere. Madam Fubi ofia brochire bo so okoje driver's license or come and I won't pay and it's not done American. I'm saying, Master, you will not drive. Go and pay and take the license. We pay here, we pay everything. We pay. Sex no kura unye bi wabrochire free no why. Here the man will pay and do it. Here we pay. We pay every damn thing. Ye tuya. Now usi wuntia. When tuya wuntu kama kachira na masa. When you wunchu kano what we and a crown mudano 200 into web if you went to waba blah could you have 500 yes I can won't you basi one was a jawako wabe waba 1 month could you have 500 and be true car and yes I obeko foot tree now car nisi ya for few many I'm so one no cre I'm a spiritual person I'm say masa me your first lady go and pay and come and drive your car. This is where we are. Inti nya kondo mpo se brefie. Do home sweet home. Enya kondo se brefie. Abusia. Enipa pe ka o, onipa pe danyo, onipa pe denyo. Ade e ma ye niji. Ewa abrabom ewo wiasim. Ade e ma ye wo. Ade bi obi ye bi at the end no ye eho. Sex. When we are having it, there is no car, there is no clothes, your bags, your shoes, they don't matter. At that point, called no, home factory inko. My nimbra from. See me as your other version. I will also see you as my other versions. Let's wake up and question everything around us. Because abrofo are big liars. The only thing that will redeem us and liberate us is consciousness and knowledge. Let's fight for these two. Let's liberate our continent. Let's set our children free from mental slavery. Mackerel.